we'll talk about the guy that we were talking about earlier, Drake Maye. He's projected 2.3 in this draft here. Guy's 6'4" as well, but he's got the size. He's 223. He's thicker guy here. He's got great arm talent and strength as well. Decent enough mobility, but really the one thing that watching him and listening on the breakdown of him too is, and I didn't realize this until I watched more film of him, but he is somebody who is, you would say, he's a pocket passer, but he's not. He drifts so much in that pocket, causing unnecessary pressure and unnecessary sacks that we see from young quarterbacks in the NFL who are not polished. That's going to be his downfall, especially being in a place like Washington, if he were to go there, where Sam Howell led the league in being sacked last year.
So you kind of said this during Caleb Williams, and I was just waiting for Drake Maye to come up because I was like, you want to talk about a guy that creates more pressure for himself? Drake Maye. Like, you're right. He is a pocket passer, but he shifts the pocket unnecessarily.
Correct.
Or he's moving to the right when he should be stepping up. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, he can make the throws, but he's putting himself under pressure. And he played in the ACC, which was outside of Florida State, and Louisville this year was a relatively weak conference.
Yeah.
And so are you facing guys like TJ Watt? I hope Patriots draft him and he starts year one because he is going to get rocked. Like, I can't wait for the Jets games this year.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We know he's raw talent. Like, this is one of these guys that does have some raw talent, and he didn't play in any pro type of system or a conference that faces many pro talent defensive players. The reason why I say he's raw too is not only that pocket presence and that teaching, like that you can coach that out of him. He does have long arm action. He's going to have to learn that too. That long arm action takes on sacks. Now, quarterbacks have done it. Brett Favre, long arm action. A lot of people have had long arm action. But in order, with this faster pace of an NFL right now, I think Brett Favre would have been eaten up a little bit more often than he was in the past.
He would have found a way.
Yes, but the edge rushing position is so different than it was back then. But I think this raw talent, if he goes to a place that has the ability to coach him up and get him going, he can be ready to play right away. I don't think he should. I think this is a guy that needs to sit a year and learn behind a veteran and hone in his craft, and he'll be ready to go.
So let me just say this, is like everyone outside of Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, I think, should sit a year. Like, I don't think that they're talented enough to go in right now, or they're polished enough to go in right now.
Polished. I think they're talented, but I don't think you're going to find a high success rate. I know what you're going with that. So,
like, I think that they're much better off where I actually think if he does go to the Patriots, like, Jacoby Brissett is a good veteran to learn from. Yep. Like, you already know, like, they're not going to make a run at the playoffs this year. Like, it's going to be a far shot for them to do that.
Oh, yeah, with that division right now?
With the division the way it's going right now, they're going to be in last place again.
Yeah.
And if they're in last place again, they're going to get another high draft pick. So might as well just maybe in the second half of the season, see what Drake Maye, see how he's developed a little bit. But, like, don't get him the reps and get him killed when he's still learning. Like, you're going to put him against the Jets front seven. You're going to put him against the Bills front seven. Yeah. Like, you kidding me? He's going to get, like, crushed back there.
Yeah.
And he's better off sitting behind, letting Jacoby Brissett come in and play. And this goes for everyone else on this list. I don't think that they're polished enough to go in there right now and be a starter and be an impact starter in their first year.